What's up, guys? Welcome back to Oregon Fishing Adventures. Today we're out here on the river and we're on that grind for winter steelhead. The last couple days the river has been on the drop. We had kind of a blowout. The river was up to 10 feet, totally brown in color, and it just started to get back into shape today. So I got out here and we're just going to see what we can do. We're going to start at this spot, which is one of the spots we did in our last video, and we're just going to work around this area and just see if we can find a fish today. So the water clarity is a little bit off still, so we're going to be running some bigger beads. We're going to be doing some 14s and 16 millimeter beads. I'm going to try some worms. I'm going to try some jig. My other float rod is set up with a jig right now, so we'll start that one off with the jig, and then we'll switch that over to the worm eventually. And then of course I have a spinner to cover a couple holes with here, so we're gonna just get out here at this spot. My buddy almost caught a couple fish out of last time, so we're gonna see if there's any fish holding in this spot for us to catch today. So all right, let's get going. All right, we're gonna start things off with a double bead setup. I got a pink one on the top and I got a orange on the bottom, so we can get a couple different colors through here. It'd be super nice if I could find a fish sitting in this hole today. Perfect. If I can just stay a little bit more to the outside and not drift in, then we're good. No. Bobber went down. You always got to set that hook though, because you never know. Let's recast that because that was bad. I think something got tangled up. Nope, actually not at all. Cool. There we go, right there. Trying to work this inside seam towards the outside. There's not a huge distance there to kind of work between, but that one's definitely not running right. Always pay attention to your float, guys, because your float tells you a lot about what's going on. If you notice that your float's running weird, it's probably you have a problem that needs fixed. So take the time to pull it out, take a look what's going on. In this case, I had a loop that formed there, so we obviously don't want that. All right, switching up to the jig. Got a nightmare jig tied on, 1/8 ounce. It's a Hawken Woolly Bugger series. Put a little bit of Addicted Chrome blend on the head of the jig. We'll see what happens with this. One thing I really like is these Kuma Pixar XT reels. They are a high-speed reel. for a spinning rod, so that means it's like a 6, I think it's a 6-to-1. I think the gear ratio is 6-to-1 on these guys. I'd have to double check to be sure, but it's definitely faster than like your just standard spinning reels. And I really like that just because, you know, when you want to pick up your line at the end of a cast, it's just nice to be able to quickly do that and not have to worry about it taking a while. Line pickup is, I mean, you want your line pickup to be there, especially too, like in the sense of setting hooks when you're running a bead rig. Like a lot of times when I'm setting a hook, I'm reeling down and setting, or I'm reeling down and just lifting. So I'm not really worried too much about like how good of a hook set I get with the hooks I've been running, the addicted hooks. But yeah, it's nice having that high speed gear ratio, just because it's definitely easier for when you're trying to get a hook set, especially on beads. If you're able to reel real quick and pick up that line and get it tight before you set the hook, it's so crucial to getting a good solid hook set. Instead of having a bunch of slack. Slack is not your friend when it comes to setting a hook on one of these steelhead. So that's another reason why, like, as it's coming through, I'm trying to keep my like line managed as best as I can. I wanted to be able to have a very quick little reel and set. Alrighty guys, we are gonna start trekking to the next hole a little bit farther upriver. I might try to fish this one for a minute before I move up. There's a bunch of little spots all along this whole stretch right here, so we'll just give this one a shot, throw some beads through here. So let's see, want to run that far seam maybe. Let's go close. We'll just work across this run before we move up to the next spot. Okay. So we changed holes here, running our beads through this spot first. There's a lot of light shining directly on me, so I don't know how that's gonna come through on the camera. So I do apologize if it's completely blown out. Oh, what was that? I had a bobber down there. No fish connected though. Let's try that again. Well, I want to fix my beads first. Threw that out there. See, that's what I was talking about, guys. I threw that out there and I saw my float was running bad. So I figured something had to have been wrong. So instead of continuing that drift down to where I think that there might be a fish sitting, I'm going to fix the problem. So that way when I do get a drift through there, hopefully it will actually connect instead of just drift by and have a failed drift. Okay. So here we are, set up. Gonna get a little cast right into the seam. Perfect. I think I might be a little too far in compared to where I was. And my depth might be a little too deep, so let's shorten this depth a little bit here. Just like, I don't know, 4 inches. Go like 4 inches shallower. Run it through there. Okay. I'm gonna run it down the line it's on right here. Okay, getting down to where I had that bobber down. Drifted right through it this time. Jig setup going again. Gonna make a few casts out here with this, and then we're gonna change our bead setup around a little bit. That first setup I had was a 14 and a 12, and I think I'm gonna change it up to a probably a 16 and a 14. Honestly, that's kind of what I'm feeling right now. I feel like those bigger bead sizes are going to work a little better today. Maybe as the day goes on, if the water starts to continue to clear, then maybe by the end of the day, the smaller bead sizes would work a little bit better. But yeah, I think we are going to scale up a little bit on the bead sizes. I started a little bit smaller just to see what would happen. I don't know what that was, but yeah, I thought I'd scale up at first and then or scale down and then we'll scale up. So started small, and then we're gonna change up beads. I think we're gonna throw on a Hyperberry, because Hyperberry has been a absolutely killer bead from 10%er Customs for me. And so yeah, we're gonna put molted Hyperberry on, and then I think I might try one of my embryo series today. We're gonna just look at them and see which one looks the best in the water and what the conditions that we have, and then we'll throw that together and see if we can make it happen. And I think at the same time that we're going to change that setup, I think we're going to change this as well. Alright guys, so we changed our bead setup. Got a 16 mil Hyperberry on the top now, coming down to a 14 mil. This is our embryo series. So we're going to see if this does any better for us. Get Get a nice cast up above us. Oh, fish on. Oh my God, fish on. Oh yeah. Oh, I gotta loosen my drag a little. It's coming right at me. Coming right at me. Oh yeah. Damn, that was like first cast with the new bead setup. Okay, so clearly that worked. What bead is it on? Is it on the Hyperberry? No. Oh wait, yeah it is. Top bead, baby. It's on that Hyperberry. Oh, beautiful chrome fish. Ooh. Okay, gotta get my net. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. Let's get this fish landed. Oh. Hasn't given up yet. Okay, let's go. Oh, here we go. Oh, lift. Oh, got her in the net. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, she's trying to get out. Okay, got her in the net. Got to get some line out. Okay, let's find out. Is she wild or is she hatched? Let's find out here. We got a hatchery fish. Look at that. Switched up the beads, guys. Switched up the beads and we got her done. Okay, well. Accomplishment. Okay. Beautiful chrome hatchery fish, guys. Let's get down here. I need to get my pliers. But look at that hook set. I mean, holy crap. Where is my other hook? Okay. So, I want to try to get my other hook out of the way here. Okay, it looks like it's all clear. So, we're gonna grab my pliers. Okay. Just all twisted up. He wrapped the line around him again. Come on, dude. I literally am trying to get this hook out of your face right now. Come on. All wrapped up. Looks like she's full of eggs too. Okay, we're clear. She's still wrapped. Gotta try to get these hooks out of the net. There's one. Hold on. You're gonna get yourself rehooked. Okay, cool. Sweet, guys. Chrome hatchery hen. It's actually one of my first hatchery hens this year. So that's cool. I'll take it. Alright, guys. Let's get down here. Get a release with this fish. All right, there it is on the Hyperberry. We'll hold her here for a sec till she's ready and then let her go. Yep, there she goes. She's kicking. Ready? Boom. There you go, little girl. All right. Hell yeah, guys. That's what I'm talking about. That's awesome, dude. I literally was like, I should put a Hyperberry bead on, just because that bead has been literally so successful for me. This bead right here from 10% Customs, this has been one of my most productive beads from that guy. One of the first beads that I got from him that caught me a fish, and obviously still catching me fish. So heck yeah, guys, we're gonna get that second bead back on here and see if we can't find another one in here. All right, guys, let's get another cast up in here. See if there's a buck up in there. I'd prefer to keep bucks, just because bucks do definitely eat better. It was a beautiful fish. It gave me a good fight, and I'm definitely thankful for that. So I definitely could have took that fish home. I was just a little concerned about how it might, that was interesting. I was a little concerned about how it might cut, and I know she had eggs. I could have definitely used the eggs, but we'll let her go, and maybe when she gets upriver, she'll bite for somebody else, or she will make it back to the hatchery. Ooh, here comes some wind. I apologize if you guys are getting hit with wind noise right now. Heading down the trail, gonna move locations. I've been over here for a couple hours, only caught that one fish, so moving on. We'll see you guys at the next spot. Alrighty guys, so we moved to the next spot. We're getting things started with the jig here. This is a really nice run through here. All like nice walking speed. Slightly quicker right now just because of the water levels, but I think it's still a good level for fish to be sitting here. So we're gonna run the jig through first, and then we'll go to the bead. I switched to a double bead. Alright, I switched to a single bead because the double bead, for that lower spot that I was in, it's a little bit too snaggy, and I didn't really want to go through a bunch of setups, so I just switched to a single bead. I think I can actually get a little bit closer to me because of the flow through here right now. Yeah, this is a nice run right here. Kind of glad that there's nobody else in it. Okay, so let's go. Or you know what, let me add some fresh scent. I'm gonna get some fresh scent on here, guys. And I think I'm gonna do shrimp and krill. Let's see here. Shrimp and krill. I'm gonna do a little bit of that on here. I'm gonna put it on the head of the jig. Boom. Okay. Let's see if that changes anything. Oh, I get stuck on a stick. Look at that. I'm catching stuff already. Just not what we want. Alrighty, we got a beautiful run right here, guys. We're gonna start this one off with the jig. Starting in close to the bank here, and then I'll work my way across. Whew, sun's shining right over here hard. This is a nice spot though. I think that might have been the bottom. Okay. So yeah, we'll run the jig through first, then I'll throw the bead, then I'll run a spinner last, and then we'll go downstream from here. Might be a little too deep. Let me shorten this up a little bit. There's another spot downriver from here that I'd also like to fish. So we'll probably start here and then work down to the other one. I could definitely see a steelhead sitting in this water though. Alright guys, so this spot behind us right here is going to be our last spot for the day. We're going to put in some time fishing this hole, and we're going to see if we can't pull anything out of it. There's a couple seams that I want to fish, one being this inside seam that comes along. It's kind of deep right off of here, and then that back seam where there's kind of a mellower spot out just right outside of the main current. So we're going to get the rods. I think we're going to start with the jig again first, and then we'll do the bead rod. So all right, let's get them out there, guys. All right, here we go. Gonna finish things up with the spinner. Man, I'd love to get another spinner bite this season. I've gotten that one so far. Most of my fish this year have came on beads. Beads, I've had one jig fish and one spinner fish. I've had like four or five on the bead. All different beads though. I mean, I've caught from 12 mil beads to 14 and 16s. So. All right, guys, we're going to end this one out here. Thanks for coming along with me today. It's been an awesome day on the river, and I'm definitely thankful to have been able to hook up with that one fish I got earlier. Beautiful chrome hatchery hen. And we're gonna keep grinding it out. We got a little bit longer left of the season, and we're gonna see if we can't get into some more fish. It's definitely gonna start testing our luck closer towards the end of the season. On these rivers that I fish, they do not have a summer run, so it is literally only a winter run steelhead, and so the season usually dies out like towards the end of March or beginning of April, and so we're just gonna keep grinding it out for probably the next month or so. We're gonna see what we can find, and so far it's been a pretty successful year for the low numbers that we've had. So I appreciate you guys coming along with me on all these trips out here, and just being able to see what the actual steelhead grind is about. You're not always out here catching fish, guys, and sometimes it's just literally pounding away at the water, working on getting better, working on learning the water, and you know, sometimes it pays off. So we appreciate you guys coming with us today. We're gonna get out of here. If you guys like the content, smash that thumbs up button for me. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and let your friends know. Definitely trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, guys, so help me get to that mark, and we'll see you guys next time on another Oregon fishing adventure. Peace.